fabric and India, obviously. So it was quite a contrast of ideas. I think that when you put eyeliner on the top lid, it looks quite glamorous. And we wanted the girls to look a little bit more street, a little bit tougher, and a little bit more punk. So it's taking that idea of India and using kajal and kohl, but extending the line a little bit more to the outside to make it look a little bit more extreme and aggressive looking. And it's very linear looking also. The top of the lid has clear gloss on it to make it very, very shiny and to give it illumination. The brows are just made very beautiful and strengthened, but within their own colouring. So if the girls have bleached eyebrows, they're bleached. If they're mid-toned, they're kept the same shape. They're pulled out slightly to go with the eye shapes. So everything goes quite wide through the eyes. And they're also brushed upwards, so they look a little bit pixie-ish. The skin is very, very highlighted. And I think it's nice to have the contrast because you have a very strong, direct eye. And then it's nice to contrast with very beautiful, illuminated skin. So there's a lot of highlighting around the side of the cheekbone, very strong highlighting on the nose, the centre of the lip, and the centre of the chin. And then I'm keeping the lips very matte but natural, and then they have very strong clear gloss just in the centre. So they look like they've been sucking ice maybe, and the complexion is quite icy looking also. So it's a play on shine and matte and strength and softness.
Oh, very nice.
No mascara.
No mascara. No, nothing on the
mascara because I feel like when you have such a strong black line, it's already given all the definition. And I quite like the idea, that's why we needed a little bit of strength in the brow to balance with having a very low underneath eye. Otherwise it would pull the eyes down a little. So you need something at the top to give it balance. So that's how I got away without using mascara at the top. Yeah?
Okay.
And then very gentle, the skin, I've taken out any colouring in the skin and made it very, very neutral. But just using concealer and keeping it very, very clear looking. And then doing very, very strong highlighting.
And what do you think, without mascara?
Yes.
Is it really trend now? How many shows you do without mascara?
I personally never really use mascara, to be honest. Yeah, I think mascara is a very particular thing. I imagine that you wear it if you don't like to wear anything else. I think it gives definition to the eye. But when I do a smoky eye, or I'm using shadow or some kind of liner, I don't necessarily always use mascara because I think sometimes it can look quite overwhelming. And it can be a little bit too much, and then it starts going into a cosmetic kind of look. Whereas I think it looks a little bit cooler not to have it. And you don't necessarily need it either because you've already given the eyes definition, so you get away without using it. But of course you'd love to curl the eyelashes if you want to skip mascara. Or I love mascara just at the root of the lashes, and then they made very clear at the ends, just brushed out afterwards.
Do you use false lashes here?
No false lashes, nothing on the eyelashes at all. Just the black underneath is the only string.
Okay. And what's the main product? Could you show it?
The main product would be this, which is our illuminator. This is what I use as the shine product for the iridescence on the skin for highlighting, and you basically place it anywhere that the sunlight hits your face. So the high points of your face, which would be the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the lips, and then the chin.
Okay.
And then the other product would be Max Lip Glass, which is very, very shiny, very, very clear. It's probably one of the glossiest textures that I've ever used. How are you? Excellent. And this is what I placed on the eyelids and the centre of the mouth. Yeah?
Okay.
And I think that's a very nice contrast when you use something like black. Yeah, because you're giving lightness to the face also.
Perfect.
Is it a powder?
I started with a pencil and I put it in the waterline first, just like you'd do a smoky eye. And then I got it very close to the lash line and I blended it out with a brush or a Q-tip, and then I used a black shadow. And then it's nice to use a very flat, angular brush to really push the black shadow into the lash line, and then you blend it out with a clean brush afterwards. And then at the very outside corner, where we've made it into a point, I used a gel eyeliner, which is Max Fluid Line in black. And I used that because that holds the shape, and it's not going to smudge or fall down. And then I was also very careful to make sure that the eye line came straight out. If anything, it went slightly upwards, because when it starts to turn down, it starts to look sad or depressed.
Yeah.
So it's kept more elevated.
Elevated.
Yeah?
Perfect.